Hi, in this video I will talk about Saad Surah. Saad and Quran that contains the proof. Those who disbelieve have plunged into arrogance and defiance. And we see that the surah ends similarly. Quran that contains the proof. Previously I mentioned that as one of the thematic features of the Quran, and once it starts with like Quran that contains the proof and it ends up related to that, and this is a reminder for the world, so it is emphasizing the Quran again at the end of the, and you will certainly find out in a while. So those who disbelieve have plunged into arrogance and defiance. So in this surah we see that particularly rich people were mentioned. So the stories of the rich people generally mentioned. So, for example, David's exemplary piety and Solomon's exemplary devotion. So they are leaders of believers. We have granted him a position of honor with us. We made you a ruler on earth. David we granted Solomon a good and obedient servant. One day he became preoccupied with beautiful horses. And also you see that there are other people mentioned here shortly, and in relation to spreading the message and the messengership, this is related to this. And we see the dam of heaven, so interestingly here we see that connectedness of the hell and heaven. The newcomers will respond, "Nor are you welcomed. You are the ones who preceded us and misled us. Therefore, suffer this miserable end." They will also say, "Our Lord, these are the ones who led us into this. Double the retribution of hellfire for them." They will say, "How come we do not see people we used to count among the wicked? We used to ridicule them. We used to turn our eyes away from them. This is a predetermined fact. The people of hell will fade with one another. Say, I warn you, there is no other God beside God, the One, the Supreme, the Lord of the heavens and the earth, everything between them, the Almighty forgiving." So we see that there is a retribution here, and they are somehow related to each other because they misled each other, and they have more retribution for misleading other people. And it's mentioned also in the other surahs that some people do not advocate helping people others, and so maybe they don't directly hurt or damage things, but they indirectly stop good people. So they hurt them, they talk negatively, and so and here we see the Satans, and there is arrogance too in this story. As I mentioned, in those stories they are people with power, and they may feel arrogant. So, for example, they would feel arrogant. So maybe they have the likelihood. So God tests them that way, and it was mentioned in the surah. I'm not saying that. So and then God tests them with this brother of mine on this question, and then here we see the also similarities, and then how arrogant the devil is, the devil's story. I'm inspired that my sole mission is to deliver warnings to you. I'm creating so, and they claim to be superior, arrogant, and they're unappreciative. They have power to be unappreciative, and they claim to be superior. So another thing is, God said that I will fill hell with you and all those who follow you, and then people who believe in God will not go to there. So, and then here, interestingly, I haven't mentioned this before. And at the end of the surah, we see that say, "I do not ask you for any wage, and I'm not an impostor." So economical, so people use religion for to make a profit. This is one of the important things, and it is interestingly, it was mentioned at the end of the surah. Say, "I do not ask you for any wage, and I'm not an impostor." And we see that in this surah, in many verses, money was mentioned actually, and money or profit was mentioned. So there are rich examples like David's story, Solomon's exemplary, and then he strike the ground with his foot, and spring will give him a healing and drink. So it's sort of a power too. and so and then so that is all I want to mention, and it is indeed interestingly related to each other, but it has a very interesting structure that also keeps your attention span high. You feel like you feel like the message is very interesting, and it looks like sometimes it looks like not connected. But like for example, completing this and you are going to the other, and then you have attention again. It's somehow like it helps you to focus on it. It's like a short video addiction, and there are short things, and then there are pieces of the puzzle, and those pieces are so meaningfully connected, but you feel like you're changing to another topic. It makes you focus on again, but actually the other topic is not very far from the main topic or previous topic. So I think this is important, one of the important things about the Quran, and that's my interpretation. And thanks for watching this video, and hope to see you in the next video.